Oh, welcome folks to the episode 6. We are probably going to leave this one pretty short today, but at least we got one topic to touch on. I saw the lineup for Sonic Boom. Holy shit, is it good? So we'll talk through that a little bit. So let me just get this out there.
Korn shared it on their Instagram. Well, one of the guys from Korn did.
I know it's not a final lineup, but at least it's what they've announced so far.
I'd want to go just to see Avenged Sevenfold. I have still yet to see them.
Same here. Same here.
What? How many stages are at Sonic Boom?
Typically 2, but they could have changed it.
Because every time I hear that Avenged Sevenfold plays, they pretty much have a stage all their own because it takes so long to set up their stage. And their stage set takes up literally the whole stage. There's no room to put other. There's no room to put other bands, trumpets and shit.
That doesn't really surprise me, but. All right, let's roll. So let's search for this yet. Doubles. First up is a doubles. Doubles match. So. Alright. See how we do today. Because last time wasn't very good. Last time we played, we oh wait, introductions. Yeah. Welcome to the next episode of the as yet unnamed live stream. I'm Jake.
Jason, what's up?
What's up? Today's a short one. We've got Jason's got some shit to do, but we'll still bring you a little bit because we didn't do anything really over the weekend. Last episode, if you checked it out, was like 3 hours long, so I think we're good for a short one this time. But
I don't know how the hell we went 3 hours. But...
Nah, it was a Friday.
So yeah, I finished Uncharted 4, and I finished it yesterday, and I didn't know what to do with myself.
I'm probably going to pick it up this weekend. I'm just going to download it straight to my console because I really don't want to wait until I get home.
It took me a while to like complete. Like it's a decently long game.
What do you call it? A while? Like 20 hours, 30 hours?
Like I don't even remember how long it took. All I remember was I was playing it for like 3 or 4 days, and I would play it for hours at a crack, not just nope, I'm done. Like we would play this for a couple hours, last week, and then we'd get done like around what, 4 or 5?
I don't know. Fuck.
And then I would go
back too far.
play that until I had to go. I'd go play that until I had to go pick up Cass.
Huh.
So I was playing for like 3 to 5 hours at a crack.
Wow.
It took me like 4 days.
So probably 20, 25 hours. That seems about typical for an Uncharted game. Maybe a little bit longer than the standards ones, but right up my alley.
But,
yeah, I definitely gonna buy it. I'll probably just buy it off PSN instead of waiting until I get home. This was sort of the idea there, is that I'd get home and pick it up, but I sort of want to play it now rather than later. Oh!
But,
God damn it.
I don't know if I really want to try the multiplayer on it.
Well, I think I'll get it, and if you want to give it a shot, then we can do a special live stream of that.
Co-op. They have a co-op type deal.
That could be cool.
I don't know if like you play the story co-op or they have like select missions.
I don't know.
One of us.
We'll find out. I'll check it out. Like I said, I'll pick it up this weekend, and actually I'll buy it today and let it download because I'm going to be gone the rest of the week until probably Thursday night. I picked up The Witness again after a couple weeks of not playing it. I picked it up when it first came out, and it's a really challenging game, but it's right up my alley because it's all puzzles.
Oh, you're in love Uncharted 4 then. The puzzles are a little bit more, you actually have to think about it instead of, I just gotta climb here, do that.
It'll be interesting because, after playing through The Witness, and I'm still not done with it, I played it all of yesterday. I think I started at 10 o'clock and then I didn't finish until I went to bed, I think. I don't know. I stopped to eat once or twice. But it's one of those games where the whole idea is that you're on this island and you're sort of going through, and there's no real story that I've picked up on. But you go through, it's sort of like Myst in a way. People think of it a lot like Myst in a way, but it's pretty interesting. The puzzle concept is pretty straightforward. It's not too complicated, but God damn it. But the solutions definitely are not like very straightforward. There's certain types of puzzles that you come across, and as you get introduced to the puzzles, you have to sort of learn the rule to the puzzle. But then the puzzle rules change a little bit, and they sort of evolve. You think you may have the puzzle figured out right away, and then another puzzle is thrown in, and it changes the rule a little bit, so you have to adjust to it. And then later on, when some of the more difficult puzzles combine puzzle types that you found earlier and the rules of puzzles that you found earlier. So it's pretty interesting because you really have to put some thought into it, and it actually one of the rules is, it's not a rule, but it makes the game a lot easier to play, or a lot easier to sort of sort through some of the puzzles when they get really hard. It takes graph paper. Like, I'm sitting here drawing out the puzzles and drawing out different solutions of the puzzles and trying to figure out how to solve the puzzles on graph paper. It's sort of crazy when you think about it. It's like old school, super old school. But it is a really challenging game. And it's not just like, okay, here's a puzzle piece and you try to fit this puzzle piece in this way, but there's puzzles of like visuals, there's puzzles of actually audio-based puzzles, which are interesting, and it's a pretty slick game. Really tough, but highly recommended. So, if you're looking for a challenge, that one's fun. That one's good to pick up.
Did you get it for free?
No, I bought it. It was one of those, they were talking about it for quite a long time. Like, it was one of those that they announced at when the PS4 launched. And it was basically one guy who was running it, and it's a small team of I would guess probably 10 developers maybe, which is very small. So it took them a couple years to come out. But it is really challenging, and it's a beautiful game, but using all the secrets that I can think of to try to solve it. and there are like 600 puzzles total, I think is what I've been told in the game. And I've solved 300 and what did I see yesterday? 359 so far.
Damn. Good shot.
And I've almost beaten the game. I'm at the sort of the end location of the game, but I definitely have not. I won't solve all 600 puzzles by myself. I have to find a bunch of them too, because there's not only are the game's puzzles presented to you in boxes throughout the island, but there's also environment puzzles that you have to look for the pattern and line up the pattern and so solve it in the environment.
Kind of like playing Batman. Gotta find all the trophies and then...
It's nothing like playing Batman.
The trophies? It's okay.
It is nothing like playing Batman.
You just gotta solve the Riddler trophies.
Shit. When I say environment puzzles, I mean... God damn it. I mean, the pieces of the environment, if you line them up in the right way, make the patterns of the puzzles. It's not like use this tool, that tool, and the other tool to pick up
like the big question marks that you had to go and line up.
Okay, maybe in that sense, but that's still very
give you an
basic.
audio clue, and you have to go find a random spot, and you got them.
Still a little simplistic for this. It's hard to describe, but it's a really challenging game. Aha! Anyway, to the main event. Actually, I'll talk about one more game that's going to be coming out next month. That's going to be a super incredible time sink, but I'm looking forward to playing it. It's called No Man's Sky, and if you haven't heard about No Man's Sky yet, it's a PlayStation 4, at least I believe it's going to come out as being a PlayStation 4 exclusive game, at least to begin with. But the essence is that you are an explorer. A galactic explorer. A universal explorer. This game uses the computer basically to randomly generate an entire universe. Not a solar system, not a galaxy, an entire universe. Stars, planets, animals, trees, and you can... anything you see, you can go to. If it's a dot off in the distance, you can travel to it. You can go to that dot, you can travel to it, it becomes a planet, you can land on the planet, explore the planet. As you go around, you can decide basically whether you want to be good, whether you want to be bad, whether you want to just be like an explorer, investigator. You could fight these massive galactic battles if you'd like to. You can do whatever you'd like, really. What's really cool though is that because it's so huge, like as you go and explore, you may never land on another planet that's been inhabited by any other person, that's been discovered by any other person. And as you land on the planets, then you can name the planets, you can name the species on the planets, you can name the galaxies, the universes. It's
Planny McPlannerface.
Yes, you could name it Planny McPlannerface if you'd like to. But it looks gorgeous. It sounds like just a huge time sink, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And that comes out, I think, June 9th. So, I'm looking forward to that one.
Nice.
But check out some of that. It's called No Man's Sky. Again, it's for PlayStation 4. There's been some really interesting videos on it, and it's like a couple of guys in their basement basically put this thing together. And they actually had a point where their basement, they were in some kind of area where they got some storms and their basement flooded and it destroyed a bunch of their equipment. Luckily, they had like a backup or something somewhere, and so they could start it. Otherwise, they almost lost the entire game, which was nuts. But pretty excited about that one. They announced it 2 years ago at E3, so it's almost ready. There was a funny clip they did, basically like a Colbert interviewed him, and they walked him through it, and he got to name a planet and some species of animals, and so there's like a Colberosaurus Rex. That kind of stuff.
Anyway,
So
on to the main event.
On to the main event. So, last time when we spoke, we were talking about concerts and festivals and things like that, and that was sort of the main topic, at least for the first half of the massive 3-hour-long live stream. But when we were talking about it, we mentioned then JJO Bandcamp, and now it's become JJO Sonic Boom. JJO is the metal station in Wisconsin out of Madison. They're the primary one. There's some other ones in Green Bay, and there's some other ones south of Green Bay, and I think there's actually one in Wisconsin Rapids too. There's a couple of metal stations now in Wisconsin, which is pretty slick. But JJO is probably the best known one. Out of Madison, Wisconsin. So every year they put on this big festival. It used to be in the summer. It used to be in July or early August on Willow Island at the Coliseum in Madison. But now they do JJO Sonic Boom, and it's in Janesville, Wisconsin. And this year it takes place actually over 2 days, which is a first. I don't know if it's a first for Sonic Boom, but it's definitely a first that I know of for this kind of Bandcamp. Bandcamp used to be 1 day, and now it's actually Sonic Boom this year is spanning 2 days. But when we were talking about it, we brought it up, and it actually said the lineup was coming out on Monday. Actually, so today. So they announced the lineup this morning, and we're going to cover, again, from the second or third stage. I don't know how many stages. From the early ones, the lower names coming up to the headliners. This is not a complete list, but this is this is a big chunk of it.
I was going to say, look at the poster that they have.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Reading out the poster. It's not a complete list. They say on here that there are more to be announced, so there are more, and I'm really excited about it. Who else will be there? Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have an excuse to be in Wisconsin October 1st and 2nd. If I would definitely go there. But, go. Anyway, the bands are... first band here is 12 Foot Ninja.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. The next band is Crowbot. I think I've heard of Crowbot, but I don't know. There's been a lot of different...
Crowbot.
Yeah, I was going to say there's been a bunch of different bot bands, and I know there was Crowbot, which was a...
I think I've heard of Crowbot. I just don't remember what they
I think
like.
I've heard of Crowbot, too. I know I've heard of Crowbot. Crowbot was the Dave Grohl... I don't know if you could call it a band, because he wrote and recorded all of the instruments and then brought in guest singers for the Crowbot songs, including Lemmy. I don't remember the name of that one, but Lemmy was one of the guest singers in the Crowbot album, as well as many others. But Crowbot I think I've heard of. The next one is Young Guns. I think I've heard of these guys, but then again, I could be confusing it with a movie of the same name.
Shot down in Blaze of Glory.
And who's in Young Guns, the movie?
Which one? One or two?
I go with the first one.
There's Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Christian Slater was number 2.
Ah, shit. Okay. Just a small hint, just a small taste of your movie knowledge, and I still haven't figured out the rules yet, but there you go. Just listing off actors. That was sort of an easy one, but that's all right. Anyway, next up is a band that I know, love, have seen a couple times already. They come extremely highly recommended, and the band is called Skindred. Skindred, if you don't know, Skindred is a band that mixes sort of reggae and rock at the same time. It's really good music. The guys have done a couple concerts with Seven Dust. They've done a couple concerts with some other folks, but they usually have made themselves available after the show to do signings and things like that. And Benji is the front man. And he's always a blast to talk to, and he's always willing to sign autographs and stuff like that. But they put on a hell of a great show, and they don't really come to the States all that often. They pretty much tour UK more often than not, and then do some European festivals. But this time they're coming to the States, so worth seeing. Definitely worth seeing. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't heard of Skindred. Have you seen Skindred at all? Since you're talking to somebody else and on mute?
No, I have not seen Skindred yet.
Definitely a good band. Would recommend checking them out.
Well, they weren't a band for a little while, so...
Did they break up for a little while?
No, they just didn't have any funding. Like, they didn't have a record label or something.
Oh, yeah, there was a bit of a change of labels or something like that happened a while back, but I think they're past it now.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're touring, so.
Yep. Well, that's probably why they haven't left the UK in a while, because they're funny and stuff.
Weren't they at Ozfest?
Not that I know of. No, I don't recall. I discovered them in college is when they had their first single come out, so that's when they came out. It was.
Before they went to an Ozfest.
It could have gone to they could have gone to the Ozfest that I was not at, so it's possible. But I don't recall them being there. The next band is King, Kyng. I don't know them. So
nope, never heard of them.
The next one is The Amity Affliction. The name sounds familiar, but I'm pretty sure I don't know them.
Never heard of them.
The next band is one that we've already talked about in the massive 3-hour episode 5, and that's Adelita's Way.
They're good.
They are pretty good. They do a lot in Madison, so it doesn't surprise me that they're on the list.
I think when I went to see Shine down at House Blues in Myrtle Beach, they opened up, and they started early. Like, we're like, oh, Shine down's probably gonna play at 9, so doors will probably open at like 7:30. But I mean, we walked in at 7:30, and Adelita's Way was getting done. I'm like, what?
Some of those concerts, they have 2 or 3 acts on the lineup. They usually start at like 6.
Yeah, I know. No, like House of Blues, they usually like doors open at 7:30. It's just like, oh, okay, well, we're not gonna miss anyone. So,
yeah. Okay.
I mean, we missed them. Well, I caught the last song. Guys seemed kind of pissed about. It's like, thank you for coming to see us. Not like people that just walked in, fuck all you. It's like, bitch, I didn't even know you were playing that early. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I haven't seen them, but they do a lot with JJO. They do a lot of these, like, they do these acoustic sound lounges and stuff some days. And Adelita's Way has done a few of them, and they've played some smaller events in Madison. I think they've done, like, I can't think of what it's called, Taste of Madison. There's usually some bands that play Taste of Madison. There's usually a couple rock or metal bands that play one of the stages. And Adelita's Way has done a few of them, I believe. So, worth checking out. Not surprising that they're on the lineup. The next one is Parkway Drive. Never heard of them?
They have the one song. I keep making fun of it because like the chorus is the guy going yeah yeah yeah, and I'm like yeah.
So Parkway Drive does the Peter Griffin theme song. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're kind of, God damn it. But I mean, on the radio they don't sound bad. I don't think you'd like them though, Jake. They're that whole screamo type deal. They're not too bad.
I'll check them out just to see.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand the vocals.
That helps. The next band is a perennial attendee to Bandcamp / Sonic Boom.
Nope.
Dope. You're right.
Pretty much, the only way you're gonna be able to see Dope is at a JJO event, and I don't know why.
It's a good question. They are always
you're gonna want to go.
They are always at Bandcamp.
Maybe he owes him drug money. I don't know. Maybe you can't pay him back for like some drugs or something, and you're just like, well, wherever you play, if you have a band camp or something, we'll play it. Why not?
Fuck. The next band is Avatar, and I think we hit Avatar in one of the other lineups that we covered. So I don't.
They were just at Northern Invasion. Two of the guys from Avatar actually went to Main Street Electric Tattoo, whatever, in Marinette, and got tattooed from the guy.
Oh yeah.
The got tattooed from the guy that did the majority of Cassie's work. He's pretty good too, so that's pretty cool. He got some publicity with some rock bands.
Very nice.
See, in Jacksonville, North Carolina, we have Bombs Away Tattoo, which is right next to Hooligans Music Hall. So anytime a band would come in, they would go there and get tattoos, and they had good artists.
That's where you got yours done? Your side piece?
Yeah, I got my side piece. They opened up a second location that's like literally right across the street, and I went to them. I went to a guy named Bart Andrews, did amazing work. Unfortunately, by the time I got back from my deployment, he was gone. So, and I have no idea where he's at.
Well, the nice thing about the internet.
I think he's in Florida. Because I walked in and asked them where he was, and they're like, oh, he's in Florida, man. But then I looked online at another tattoo shop here, and there's his face, and I'm just like, oh shit. But then I heard he wasn't there anymore, and I'm just like,
There's a wonderfully named tattoo parlor here near me. It's called Hakuna Matatu.
No more tattoos for the rest of your days? No
worries about your tattoos for the rest of your days. At least that's my thought. But there's a really good artist here that does a lot of like watercolor style tattoos here in Hamburg. So I'll probably have her work up some artwork for me. I'm not quite sure yet what. But there's also a really good tattoo, I guess they'd call them a collective in a way, in Berlin, called AKA. And it's a bunch of, there's usually some like 4 or 5 artists in residence, and then there's like 5 or 6 artists that travel or that come in and do guest work. They really do a lot of black and white. A lot of really good black work, and it's one of my I want some color. I've got a lot of black tattoos. I got 3 black tattoos, tribal type stuff, but I want to add some color. But I also like the black works that they do, because it's just some phenomenal lines, some line work there, some really great designs. So I'm trying to think of what I want there, but I may just open it up to pick my favorite artist, try to get in and have them just design something. I don't really care, just to have some of that really good work on me.
Just be careful with that.
Well, of course I'd look at the design first, but so anyway, back to the concerts here. The next one is Motionless in White, and I know I've heard of them, but I have never
I've heard some of their stuff. They look like the lead singer looks like Marilyn Manson's kid. He looks like a mini Marilyn Manson.
Oh, good stuff. The next band I know you are super stoked about. We talked about them last time, and it's Trivium.
Splooge.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's your bad, Jake.
Well,
yeah, start paying attention.
Every once in a while, I'm usually in the back every time, except for this last time, so I don't know. Every once in a while they change the lineup, and then you forget. Normally I don't check anymore. I don't check my 6 anymore when we break, because it's usually the same place every time. So yeah, Trivium is the next band on the list, followed up by Hell Yeah. Again, we talked about them last time. You still haven't seen them. I've seen them a few times. They do a pretty decent show, although you've heard otherwise sometimes.
Yeah.
So, maybe just some bad experiences or some bad tacos or something. Chad Gray just had some bad tacos. Nice shot, sir.
Yeah.
Next up, even though we talked about them, they deserve a special mention, is Seven Dust. Seven Dust has played a lot of these. Of course, we're going to talk about Seven Dust. They're my favorite band. Seven Dust has played a lot of these band camps. I've seen them probably 6 or 7 times now in concert. I've seen them in big festivals like this. I've seen them in a small hall of a couple hundred people, maybe a couple hundred people, and they always put on such a really great show. Always play with a ton of energy. It doesn't matter if it's a big hall or if it's a small group or anything like that. They always give it everything. Actually, last time I saw them was in a small venue with maybe 75 to 100, 150 people. I don't know how big it actually was, but they were talking about a guy who had gone to several Seven Dust concerts, and I think he was a vet and had passed away or had given his life on duty, and so they actually played Angel's Son for him at the show, and they rarely play that. So it was
acoustic version or the shitty version that they put on the album. Yes, I'm saying shitty version.
Some hybrid. Well,
so the version they put on the album.
Sort of a hybrid. No, it wasn't a shitty version. I mean, it's never shitty when it's actually got some meaning behind it too.
Did the rest of the band kick in about halfway through?
I don't remember. I just remember they played it. Anyway, so definitely good band. Definitely highly recommend them again. And we'll always give them an extra special shout out when we talk about concerts. The next band is the Grammy Award winning Ghost.
I would like to see them.
I would definitely like to see them too. I still haven't checked out the songs from Sunday, from the last episode, but I'll get
one of my buddies on Facebook literally just started bashing Ghost, saying like they sold out and all this shit, and I was like, what?
Oh, I hate those assholes. Who sold out? What? Because they won a Grammy? Like, I don't get it.
No, he's saying they sold out. I don't remember what.
People are saying that, like, people are talking shit about Rob Zombie because he enjoys watching baby metal play. Like, he thinks they put on a really good, really crazy show. Like, he was giving an interview, and he was saying how he really enjoyed. I don't know, but they're like, oh, we really respect you, except for this time. You're fucking crazy. Something. He's like, they've got more energy than 90% of bands that are on the road. He's like, you're wrong.
So they're like 15 years old.
He's like, you're straight up wrong on this. Sort of took that type of direction with it. Oh, get in there. Damn it. Next up, which is a band I've heard maybe a couple songs or whatever has been on the radio, but this band features, let's say, what is it? Must be 4/5 of Creed, and it's Alter Bridge.
No. Hey man, he throws down pretty hard. I know I can't play his song on or Guitar Hero.
Oh,
Tremonti's
a good guitarist, and you just got shafted with an Eddie Vedder wannabe. And yes, I'll say that Creed. I'll say Creed has had 3, maybe 4 good songs. Bullets being probably my favorite of the ones that I like. Damn it! I thought that extra tip would have done it. The next band is a accidental discovery. I saw them play at Summerfest 2 years ago because I went for Five Finger Death Punch, and this is one of the bands that were playing before it, and that's the Pretty Reckless. And did you come around on the Pretty Reckless? Or you still?
No, I mean I got to see them at Noon to Moon, or not Noon to Moon. I got to see them at Welcome to Rockville last year, and she fucking looks like she's always high. She barely opens her mouth.
Taylor Momsen, aka Cindy Lou Who.
It's like, the fuck? And the guitarist is like 60.
Anyway, I thought they did a pretty good job. I liked what they did.
I mean, it sounded good, but I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, how are you even functioning right now?
Yeah, I couldn't see it because we were way in the back, but I thought they sounded good. The music and Taylor Momsen is hot. I mean, but when she played,
hey, if she can sing like that and without trying, good on her. But it's, I don't know. She just seems like she's meh about everything.
Now that she's an adult.
Yep, I'm there.
Well, she's been playing since she's like 17 in the Pretty Reckless, apparently. Part of my every show plug for Kevin Smith podcast. I was listening to Hollywood Babylon early on when she was 17, and they were talking about how basically one of her trademark things is to go on stage and flash her tits, but she's got like electrical tape
that shit.
She had electrical tape over her nipples in the X's. She does it in her music videos, and she does it in the cover of the albums and stuff like that too.
Well, she must be past that phase because she knew that at Rockville last year.
But she was 17 when they were talking about that in the picture. She turned 21 2 years ago, like a couple weeks after she played.
So she's 23.
So she's probably 23 now, yeah. A couple weeks after she played Summerfest, she turned 21. I remember hearing about it.
She's probably been drinking and doing drugs since she was 12. She's probably Drew Barrymore.
Probably. But she's much hotter than Drew Barrymore.
This is true.
Anyway, the next band is Pierce the Veil. Now, I believe there's a Pierce the Veil song on Guitar Hero that I played, and I think I was telling you about it, and it was pretty good. But I don't remember the song. Oof, that sucks. I don't remember the song, but I thought Pierce the Veil's pretty good. So, I don't know if you've seen him at all or heard much more.
Nope, I haven't. I gotta change controllers quick.
Okay. Then the next band we talked about last episode is Chevelle. Good to see they're back on the road. Good to see they're touring again. I enjoy Chevelle.
Your girlfriend's rock band.
Yes. They're one of my girlfriend's rock band. The next girlfriend's rock band on the lineup here is a band that I didn't know still existed. 3 Doors Down. Sorry.
They're still kicking it. Their newest single, "She Likes to Do It in the Dark." Do 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 do.
That was not the last word. That was not the last word I was hoping for. I was waiting for the setup. She likes to do it in the butt. Do 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 do. Now that'd be a song.
I instantly went to making an A10 joke. She likes to do it in the bird. Get it? Get it? It's the sound that an A10 Warthog makes.
I was gonna say, are you talking about the Warthog?
Yes, an A10 Warthog.
I almost got that joke.
She likes to do it in the bird. that meme with Drake, or with Drake's song, Hotline Bling. You know, those you call me on the cell phone late night when you need my love or whatever.
Ah, got
this one, you used to call me on the sat phone late night when you need my bird.
Okay. The next band is one that we talked about already, and be careful that Katie doesn't kill you if you talk shit, but it's Breaking Benjamin.
Girlfriend's rock band! I ain't scared.
She hasn't killed you yet, so that's good. It's a good sign.
I ain't scared. Yeah, I couldn't listen to their last album. It was too Jesus-y.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't picked it up yet, but I got it on my list to pick up.
I mean, I didn't pick it up, but like the one single they had with the Angels Fall, Broken Wing, and stuff like that, and then Kyle told me like, bro, it's all like Jesus-y and stuff, and I'm just like, ew.
Yeah, I'll give it a listen and see what I think.
And Kyle likes Breaking Benjamin too, so when he says it's too Jesus-y, he's not just talking shit.
Korn is the next one on the list. Korn we talked about already, but definitely good band.
Always great show. I got to see him play the Korn album in entirety. Fuck you, Jake.
Go fuck yourself.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Then getting to the headliners, the second to last band on the lineup here is Disturbed, which you talked about a number of times. My brothers, my sisters, my blood, and Uwakataka. That's what you're in for. But it's a good amount of time, so good show. Finally, and the band that we haven't talked about yet, Avenged Sevenfold.
Hail to the King.
I have not seen Avenged Sevenfold live.
Seriously, they need to put the whole last Avenged Sevenfold album as a soundtrack for the next Conan movie. There's going to be one, and it's going to be, yeah, and it's going to be exactly what I said they should do too. Finally, somebody is having the same brainwaves as me. It's going to be Arnold, all old and shit and crotchety and hasn't lifted up a fucking sword in ages, and all of a sudden there's going to be somebody come in trying to take over his kingdom, and he's going to go Mr. fucking badass again, and it's going to be perfect because they're going to show you're working on a montage of him, getting back into fighting shape while he's hiding and shit, and all the old bones and joints creaking and just
God damn it,
stuff like that. But seriously,
yes, start it up.
But seriously,
took the lead.
Seriously, Avenged Sevenfold's last album could literally be the soundtrack for that. It all fits. If I were to make music videos, I would literally just make one giant video and put songs to different portions of it.
Yeah, Avenged. I was introduced to Avenged by Harit. He picked up one of the Avenged Sevenfold albums when we were driving through. I want to say it was heading south, like outside of Fond du Lac or something. And so he put it in the CD player, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And of course, a lot of people have heard about Avenged from Guitar Hero and Rock Band. And they return on this latest Guitar
I heard about
Hero.
them from MTV. Holy shit. MTV with Backcountry. Because their video was during the thing in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Poor bastard. Wait till he sees the bets. Nothing more depraved than pathetic. In a fully grown man in the midst of an ether binge. You can't park here. Is this a reasonable place to park? You can't park on the sidewalk.
So that's the lineup for JJO Sonic Boom. That's I was really jealous when I read that. I was like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, we don't have to make this a short one anymore because Kath wants her friend to go do her stuff. So.
Okay. Still make it a relatively short one. We're not going to do another 3 hours.
No, but
no, I still have to get up early tomorrow, so gotta be to the airport by 7. Pick up my car and get up to work. Yeah, for you, okay, fine from a military game. Let's get up at work 24 hours straight or some shit like that.
No, I'm used to getting fucking hammered the night prior and still waking up after 3 hours. Wow, how the fuck did I jump over that?
Oh,
all
nice.
of my shit's self-inflicted.
Well, at least you can admit it.
It was after my first, my left shoulder surgery, my first surgery, and I had been back to work. It was like my first week back to work, and it was, I think it ended up being like a Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I went to work still drunk. Son of a bitch.
That's the right. No! God damn it! So.
I was still drunk. Last year, there's numerous days where I would still go into work drunk. Whoops.
What are they gonna do? Discharge you?
Too late. They hear that shit, man. Then, whoops.
Fuck. Damn it. I just get drunk for work. On occasion.
I mean, by the time, 11 o'clock hit, I was sober enough to go play basketball, and then I would just sweat the rest of it out. We were good.
Just crap the booze out?
Right.
Rafi style.
Rafi.
Just give me a half hour. I'll just go. Just give me a half hour, and I'll just quick go crap the booze out, and we're good to go.
Rafi, that's not how that works. No, it's totally how it works.
Just go crap the booze out. It's fine. Do it all the time. Damn it! I guess he and the guy who plays Andre do like a podcast or something together. I haven't checked that out yet, but
Who?
The guy who plays Rafi and the guy who plays Andre.
Oh, okay.
I saw when Google Play announced they were adding podcasts to the US. I checked out. God damn it! I checked out the. That came a lot.
Stop playing this game while we're doing a freaking webisode type deal.
Or play on ranked. Or play on ranked.
Like, we absolutely suck when we're doing this. We did fine the other day when we weren't broadcasting. For the first 2 games, and then we really fucked it up. Oh, I was so pissed. I just didn't want to do anything anymore. Like, I didn't care. After about the 3rd loss of just getting hammered, so I just fucking slaughtered out there. I was like, oh, fuck this. But, haha, you missed. Haha, I missed. Haha, you got it. Good. Don't call it a comeback?
Let's see. What else do we have for news? Anything interesting? We're not going to talk about Game of Thrones because I didn't watch it yet.
Oh man, you should have seen this man as mood thing.
I saw something. I saw a headline that said that something sad happens. But that's not a spoiler because it's Game of Thrones, so it's okay.
All I said was poor Tonks.
God damn it.
Nice save. Nice save, Jake.
Ooh, Mr. Robot Season 2 is coming out soon. Did you watch that show?
The robot?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, check that out. I don't know if it's available on Hulu or something like that, but give Mr. Robot a fucking watch. It is good TV. Somehow it's USA.
Well, they had Suits or whatever, and everybody loved that show.
Yeah, but this is dark, dude. This isn't like, USA's got some good shows that I used to watch. White Collar was USA, and I loved White Collar. Trying to think, there's what was that? The spy show with the
Burn Notice?
Yeah, Burn Notice. Burn Notice was a USA show. That was pretty good. I heard actually Covert Affairs.
And it had Bruce Campbell.
And it had Bruce Campbell. I heard Covert Affairs is pretty good, and that has Piper Perabo. You may know her from. Well, let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say let's test Jason's knowledge. That was the easy one. God, she's hot, man. She's hot in general, but. Anyway, no, Mr. Robot is a really good one. It's about hacking and it's like a hacker collective type of thing. But the reviews of it
like,
from first
the game?
No, it's realistic hacking. Wired, I think Wired and maybe a couple other websites throughout the first season had done some stories on the hacking that they use in each episode to say how real it is, that kind of thing. And it ranked pretty well. But it is a really compelling story, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers. It's definitely worth a watch. I highly recommend it. Season 2 starts fairly soon. Another TV series, well, I guess it's sort of a TV series that's starting up again with a completely new cast of hosts is Top Gear. Top Gear is coming back. I think it starts the end.
On Amazon?
No, that's not Top Gear. That's called. Yeah, that show it's the original
it's
Top Gear.
Gear, just not Top Gear. Fuck the American Top Gear.
No.
The American Top Gear.
American Top Gear actually, from what I've heard, after the first 2 seasons, actually sort of found its legs.
Still can't beat the original.
Yeah, it's not the British one. The British one was phenomenal, and if you didn't hear about it, the original Top Gear cast, basically Jeremy Clarkson, which is the old tall host, he didn't just piss off somebody, he punched one of the assistants. And that was sort of the final straw. So he punched one of the assistants. Top Gear fired him. The other hosts finished up the other 2 hosts finished up the last episode. No, they didn't.
Oh, I heard they didn't.
I watched.
Nope, not doing it.
I watched it. They filmed one more that was not a finished episode. It was a compilation of what they were going to show, and then they were done. So they moved on. BBC recast all of Top Gears, and now instead of 3 hosts, they have 6 or 5 or something like that. I know a couple of them. One of the hosts is Chris Harris, who's really good. Like, he's done a really good series of car videos on YouTube. He was on a YouTube network called The Drive for a while, and he does a series called Chris Harris on Cars. Really good reviewer, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. One of the hosts is Sabina Schwartz. I think it's Schwartz. I want to say but it's Sabina something or other. Schmitz, I think, is actually her last name, and she's like the queen of the Nürburgring, and she was on a couple episodes of Top Gear when they did the German Top Gear show. She was one of the German Top Gear hosts, and they brought her on board, which is super intelligent because not only is she funny, also a chick and can drive the crap out of any car. So looking forward to seeing her on there. The primary host, the guy that they announced first, is I guess a radio personality from the UK. His name is Chris Evans, and not that Chris. No, that's Robert Evans.
I'm like, Captain America! Captain America!
Yeah, not that Chris Evans. And it's not Robert Evans either. Robert Evans! Taking it back to the way back. That was a Comedy Central cartoon with Robert Evans, Kim Jong-il, and Slash. And I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was pretty funny and didn't last very long. Like a half a season or something.
Oh wait, I think I vaguely remember that.
Yep, that's the one. But Kim Jong-il is always like, Robert Evans!
Oh, hi, British, hello.
God damn it.
Right back my purse.
Anyway, so Chris Evans, I guess he's a radio personality. I'm not quite sure. He was on an episode of Top Gear because he owns a bunch of Ferraris that he never takes out of the garage. But Jeremy May got to drive one of them. Yeah, Jeremy May got to drive one of them on one of the episodes. So he's in there, and apparently he's a bit of a dick, for lack of a better word. The surprise host, probably the most surprising one. There's another host that I've never heard of, so I don't know what his name is. I can't, but the other popular host, and probably the most surprising addition to the Top Gear lineup is Matt LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc is going to be to the British one. Yeah, Matt LeBlanc is going to be one of the hosts, and actually, apparently, he holds the fastest time of anybody for the Star in a Reasonably Priced Car segment. And he's actually a big car buff, and I think he does some kind of racing, or runs some kind of racing team or something like that, for rally or motorcycles, or I don't know. But he's actually a pretty big car guy, and people are looking forward to seeing how he does on the show. So that's the lineup for Top Gear. I don't remember the other guy's name because, well, he's unimportant. The guys that are the former Top Gear hosts have an Amazon show. Now they finally named it after 9 months. They did a couple hilarious videos where they're trying to think of the name and just couldn't come up with anything. But they finally landed on, God damn it, a name called The Grand Tour is going to be the name of the show. Unlike Top Gear, where every episode is hosted in the same studio on the same track, this is going to be a traveling show. So they're going to go to 11 different locations and hold 11 different shows. They're going to bring like a tent set up and stuff and hold the show in there. And they're going to do more of the segments, the long form segments that they did, where they go to countries and do some crazy shit and try to avoid getting killed like they almost did in Argentina on their last big tour episode. Nice setup, sir.
Thank you.
And that one's going to be called The Grand Tour, and that's coming out sometime in fall, I think, in like October. But Top Gear, the new Top Gear starts the end of this month on BBC, and I think Netflix is actually picking up or airing episodes of it in most regions. I don't know. So that'll be cool to see. I'm looking forward to that because I'm a big fan of Top Gear, and I'm looking forward to seeing both the new Top Gear and the Grand Tour. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, TV this week is normal stuff, but Arrow and Flash are in their second to last episodes. I think Legends of Tomorrow will also be in the same sort of time frame for its episodes. I didn't watch last week's. Nice shot.
Thank you.
But that's coming up this week.
Kevin Smith will be back to direct another episode of Flash next season.
He will be at least one, yeah. And the guy who wrote the episode that he directed this last episode, was one of the writers on the team. He's been doing a lot of publicity and it actually came out that he will be writing, among being one of the producers on the next season of The Flash. He will also be helming the writing on the Booster Gold movie that will be released in 2 years. So they announced, I think, a couple days ago that Booster Gold movie was happening. Interesting. I don't know a whole lot about him outside of. Was he in Smallville for a little bit? I think the character
Smallville.
I think the character did an appearance in Smallville.
Smallville had a bunch of people in it.
They did.
Aquaman, Arrow.
But they also had Booster Gold in DCU Online, which is a MMORPG, free to play, and he plays a lot in there. So he's sort of like a superhero from the future that comes back to the modern day times to become a famous superhero. Like, he does it for publicity more than anything. That's the little bit I know, and I could be completely wrong about all of that too, but at least that's what I sort of recall, that he's he's in it for the fame and not so much for the heroing part of it, but he is a hero as well. But he's from the future.
From the future!
From the future. Stand back.
Oh yeah, you didn't see Game of Thrones, so I can't talk about it yet.
Nope, not yet. You'll have to wait till probably Thursday or Friday. Because I was going to watch it today, but my computer is not on. I tried to connect to it and it was not available. So, I was unable to watch today's episode, or yesterday's episode of Game of Thrones, and I was also unable to watch Silicon Valley, which is another show I highly recommend if you haven't watched that one. That's a Mike Judge joint. Come on, get there. Oh, fuck. You got there a little bit before I did. No, 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 no. Fuck. That works. I watched the third season of Orphan Black today.
Still haven't seen that.
That's a pretty good one too. I think it's another BBC show. I don't know if it's. I could have swore it was like BBC America is the one who came up with the show, but it takes place in like Canada, because they're using some crazy funny.
We're sorry.
But the lead actress, Tatiana Maslany, she plays, a minimum of 4 characters. 5 maybe? 6 depending on which episode you're talking about. And they're all different. And she's really phenomenal in it. And it's one of those shows that I recommend checking out too. Season 4 I think is starting up on the regular TVs. It just came. Season 3 was released on Netflix yesterday, so I checked it all out today. So was it as well? I'm trying to think if it was. Yeah, it was pretty good. The first season is excellent. Second season is interesting, but not so great. This season sort of picked it up, if I remember correctly, from last season. I didn't really remember a whole lot from last season, to be honest. And so I started off, I was like, wait, who's this guy? On a couple of occasions. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Ah! Another show that's worth watching if you can get past the first episode, especially if you only, I guess if you skip the first episode is probably the best way to do it, because they're all self-contained, is a show called Black Mirror. I don't know if you've heard about that one.
You told me about it already.
Yeah, Netflix picked it up for the 4th season. It's sort of another one of those type of BBC shows where they have like 6 episodes or 4 episodes or 3 episodes or 2 or something like that per season. It's a interesting format, some of these British series. Oops, I faced it the wrong way. Black Mirror is one of those interesting ones too. It sort of takes a look at how technology could progress and sort of some of the downsides to it. But the first episode in the series, if you skip the first episode, then it's a great show. If you watch the first episode, then you have a little bit of a tough time to get past the challenges of the subject matter of the first one. Why? Okay. But a great show. Like I said, just skip the first one or watch the first one and forget about it. But everyone's self-contained, so you don't have to watch the first one if you want. What else we got coming? Trying to think of what else I saw over the weekend, news-wise, or before the weekend. Start keeping a list of this shit so we can talk about it.
I'm only gonna play a couple more, then I'm out.
Same here. Same here.
Well, yeah, Uncharted 4 does a really good job at ending the series. Like it's done.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that it's the last one, and it's for sure the last one. And I mean, you have theories when you look at
the ending they did. There's no way they can do another one.
The entire Earth explodes.
But I always think it's funny. Every single Uncharted game. Oh wow, found all this treasure, and it's lost to oblivion forever.
Well, everything has got like a bigger. There's a reason it was lost to oblivion before, so it makes sense.
Actually,
that
they did take gold from the first game. They did have gold. They just went through it all.
Ah, okay. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played it.
I remember in Uncharted 2, I only know because I have the Uncharted collection.
Yeah, because you just played through all of them.
And Sully says he used the last of Nate's treasure to get him out of Panama prison or wherever. Or no.
Oh, that's in. Ah, come on. Yeah, I mean it's called what? I mean, what's the subtitle for this one called? The last
Thief's
something,
End.
Thief's End. So, I mean, yeah, it's the last game in the series, guys. Spoiler. Okay. But I saw that there was a Easter egg for The Last of Us. What was it called? There was a subtitle for another The Last of Us as an Easter egg, and there's like a poster on the wall in this game, and that's actually how they spoiled. They actually had some Last of Us, a like Easter eggs in Uncharted 3. I think there was some Last of Us newspaper clippings or something like that from it was in the bar. It was in like Sully's bar or something like that in the third game. Come down. Drop. So, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's how they teased it last time, so they're actually worried because the game...
You're gonna love their minigame.
You keep telling me.
You'll see. You get to play it twice. So, you get to play it twice. It's so much fun.
Do. Ooh. Damn it. That reminds me, I have to make sure I've got my podcast downloaded on my phone for tomorrow. Driving a few hours. Yo! Ah, damn it. So that's my podcast listening to. Iron Man 3 director claims Marvel wouldn't let the film's villain be female.
Yeah, I already read that. Well, scanned it over.
Did you hear Gwyneth Paltrow selling something called a Goop?
Man, fuck Gwyneth Paltrow. She's also selling a fucking sex toy for like $10,000.
Yeah, it's called Goop.
Oh, I thought there was...
Or I guess, or maybe it was something else, I don't know. So I just saw something about Goop. I don't know what Goop is, but it looks like a big bucket.
There's also a woman who had people working for her and has the audacity to tell single working mothers that they don't have an excuse. Wow, they don't have an excuse for losing all the baby weight. She finds time soaking wet. It's like, bitch, do you even feed your own kids? Do you change their diapers?
Oh, snap.
Son of a bitch.
Shit. As soon as I get a moment, I'll open that up and find out what the fuck they're talking about. Who they were going to have the villain be. There was an early draft. Okay, back in the days of the early draft, the villain was female, but Marvel executives said they had to change it. So far, nothing new. You thought I was going to hit that in, didn't you?
Yep.
Because of toys. I'm skimming the article, but it was because of toys. Because female toy wouldn't sell as well. Fuckers. Haven't they learned by now?
Yeah, I think Iron Man 3 was 2011?
Well, Iron Man 3 was after Avengers, and Avengers is when they had all the lack of Scarlet Witch,
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Why is Scarlett Johansson Not the Scarlet Witch. That'd make my life a lot easier. Anyway. God damn it. Backing it in, backing it in, backing it in, backing it in, setting it up, and he misses.
Yeah, because that was a floater.
Ooh, get the fuck out of my house. Come on. Shit. Come on.
God damn it. I just blew him up with my butt. What?
No! Whew. Clear, clear. Ooh, good save, sir. No boost. Come up on it. Come up on it. Oh shit. No boost. Ooh, pulled it. Haha, I stole it. Oh shit. Ooh, that looks like that was taking a bad bounce. I'm back. All you.
Fuck you. What's the point of the fucking boost if I don't go faster than
That's
a
in,
goddamn
baby.
ball?
Yeah. Ooh.
It's about to give you a 200-point MVP.
Oh, they were gonna make Killian female, so it was gonna be the same villain, but just a female version. Dude, what?
Wow. You got MVP, but you didn't have the most points.
Haha. Is that rock?
That's a first. That's a first.
Well, they can't give MVP to the losing team.
Bullshit, they can't.
Sure. You don't see that happen in the Super Bowl.
The only person to ever win an MVP in losing season.
Kevin Smith is making an Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai TV show.
Making a what?
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Okay.
That explains the shirt that he was wearing on one of the last episodes of Fat Man on Batman I watched.
But yeah, in professional sports, the only person to ever win the MVP and not win the championship is Jerry West, Mr. Logo. He's the logo in the NBA.
Okay.
I think Paul Hornick is the only man to win the Heisman ever on a losing team.
Interesting.
You at least know what the Heisman is, right?
Yes. It's football. Football stuff I know a bit of.
You know professional football.
That's true. But at least I give two shits more about football, even if it's college versions of football, than I do about anything else. Any other professional or college version of any other sport. Well, I made it in the goal. Ha-ha! A horse. Uh-huh.
Ah, fuck!
No!
Come on.
Ah, come the fuck on. In Android nerd news, Google I/O is this week. Which means we're going to hear all about what's coming up in the next year from Google. It's their developers conference, but they usually announce some shit there.
Look, technology you can't afford because you're too poor. Alright!
Alright, John Travolta. No, it'll most likely be a new version of something I just bought.
Yep. We know we just came out with this phone and it's still working on upgrades and stuff, but here's this phone.
Well, they just killed off their 9-inch tablet on the store, so there probably is a new tablet coming.
And I love it when they come out with so many phones. They hurry up and come out with a new phone, and then make you on the phone you have, make you download the new operating system, and it just completely ruins your phone.
That's the technological version of a conspiracy theory, sir.
No, every time.
That's not the way shit works.
Every time I get a new phone, it'll work fine for about 2 months, and then it gives me an upgrade, and all of a sudden it doesn't work the same way as it used to, and I fucking hate it and just want to fucking destroy it.
You know that because you're on Android, you can downgrade, right?
Fucking, it would.
You don't even have to take the update.
Install on the phone.
No, update don't install.
I have to, otherwise I can't start doing use certain apps, and I'm just like, awesome.
Come on, put it in. Yeah, yeah.
Because the other guy stopped playing.
There's a Game of Thrones themed clue. Game of Thrones edition of Clue. And the headline on this article is, "Everyone is probably the killer in Game of Thrones Clue." There can't be a killer because everybody is dead. Oh, nice shot.
Kind of helps with playing 2-on-1.
Hey, take it. If we win it, that means we can go out on a win. Stand back.
Oh, he's back.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh, let's see if there's any news on Summerfest lineup. I'm sure they've got something out now. Well, there's only 40 seconds. I won't do that now. Save it for next time. Yes!
My
It's
goal,
going
bitch.
in. It's going in one way or the other.
My goal, bitch.
That's fine. I'll take it. I just want the goal. Fuck! Who's running into who?
Well, you play like shit, so I gotta be everywhere.
Shit. Shit. Wow.
We have our 5 games. We've gone to overtime.
Let's not let this one last 5 minutes like the last one did. Let's go out on a win. Boom. There we go, baby. Done and done. All right. That's good enough for this one. Cool.
Hey, division up.
Yeah, division up. Now that's a real good reason to go out. Go out now. Go out now before... Oh, I unlocked the fruit hat. So now I can play... I can cosplay as the mask in my car. And sing Cuban Pete. They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. Alright, folks. Thanks. Thanks, folks, for joining us on this shorter version of As Yet Unnamed livestream. Later.